particularly challenging?
The amount of footage. Yeah. Tim had three cameras at least on everything he did. We've been, over the last week or so, we've been trying to get our editor to calculate how much footage we had, but it's thousands and thousands and thousands of hours. You know, if a normal film has a ratio of, oh, I don't know, 15 to 1, we were 1,500 to 1. Living, I mean, things made this complicated. Part of this film is about Tim and Penn's friendship. You know, that's an undercurrent that runs under the whole thing, and that combined with Penn's and my fascination with cleverness made it hard for us to get to the simplicity that I think we eventually found in this. We had these incredibly clever ideas for how to present this movie. I mean, first, because Penn had brought me into it, I thought that this should be Penn's story about his friend, and it should be from Penn's point of view. And we had Penn actually record the entire story from his own point of view, and then we looked at that with the footage, and something didn't connect right. And then Penn and I, we thought, well, maybe this should be like a Penn and Teller thing, where Penn and Teller do these little sketches that are frames for what's going on. And because Tim is using a 45-degree angle mirror, which is one of the basic principles of magic equipment, we thought, well, you know, we can demonstrate a magic principle and then show how Tim's applying it. And we looked at that. We actually shot footage. One of Penn's notions on this that was really an interesting idea, and it's in the film, it's just not in the film as prominently, is that this is a detective story. You know, it's a 300-year-old detective story. And we actually, on the streets of London, we shot a segment with the two of us and an actress playing a dead whore in an alley where Jack the Ripper committed his murders, and compared this to the Jack the Ripper crimes. But you know, then we looked at that with the footage, and it just there was one notion at one point that because Tim's a video guy, it would be interesting to present this with a whole framework of you know, a video game imagery. You know, like here's the column that indicates what life is left in Tim, and that's going down as it goes on. But we just kept looking at the footage, and it just kept more and more emerging that this was a simple story about Tim. And then we tried one thing, and that changed sort of everything, which was we tried that very opening thing where Tim says, you know, this is in response to my question, are you going to succeed? And he says, you know, I don't know if I can. It seems very hard because I'm not a painter. And once we put that at the beginning, we realized that we could clear away all this other cleverness and just tell the story. And that would be plenty challenging, because to understand this story, the audience has to know a whole lot. I mean,